Bam! What is up, guys? This is the Nike SB Dunk Tightbooth review. As you can see by my left shoe here, you should be able to see some wear and tear on there. So I have skated it for about a couple days. Now, Tightbooth, this is a Japanese skate company. They recently dropped a full-length video called Lens 3. Specifically recommend the Japanese Super Rats skate park. That dude is an awesome skateboarder. Now, as far as the shoe goes here, the white part here, you can see there's like these claw marks almost, and they bulge out like this. Did not know the shoe was like that until I got it. So these shoes definitely look much better in person than it did in the photos, because in the photos it just looked like a black and white shoe, and some people in the sneaker community thought it resembled a panda too much, but the shoe is a lot different than a basic panda. Now, first of all, the white part of the material, it is some sort of a leather material. So they have it on the section where the shoe would be rubbing against the grip tape on your kick flips and your ollies. And the material, it seems like it should hold up just fine. You can see some wear already on the toe here, or where you kick flip. And it's kind of cool because this one mark here, it's like scratched off the claw mark on the shoe, so it actually looks pretty dope. Now, the black part here is actually just a suede material. There's like different types of suede, so this one is a little bit more flimsy. It's not like a very sturdy, hard type of suede. It's a little bit more flimsy, which is very nice. Because overall, the shoe itself in general feels very bulky. Like, it feels strong, it feels very tough, and it feels like your feet are well protected. Now, with the black part being like a flimsy suede material, it doesn't feel too tight on your feet when you wear them, even though the shoes feel like a tank. Now, as you can see on the right shoe, I put the orange laces on there, which I think is a much better touch than just leaving the white laces on. I only have on one of the shoes, and overall I say they turned out looking pretty sick, dude. Now, these shoes are known for its reflective material, specifically the swoosh. I'll show you in the little video clip here. It's actually looking white in this clip here. I think my flash is causing a huge reflection right there on the swoosh. Now, it doesn't always look that reflective, but there is some reflection going on there. Now, another thing is the little dots on the tongue are also reflective. So they're just shining every time I go to my garage to put my shoes on and I look at my dunks right here. The tongue is reflecting right at me. So yes, we do keep our shoes in the garage in the Asian household. Now, once again, like a lot of the other Dunk SBs, there is some cushioning on the heel right there. Not the best cushioning, such as the cushioning on the U-toe Dunks, but these are pretty solid. It does feel pretty good on the feet. It's, you know, fairly comfortable. The tongue of the shoe, not too much cushioning. There is definitely some cushioning there. Some skate shoes out there don't provide any cushioning at all for the tongue. So as long as there's some type of cushioning at all, that's definitely a plus. Now, as far as the flip tricks go, when it comes to these shoes, my kick flips felt great on with these shoes. I didn't feel like I had to break in the shoes at all to start kick flipping. So the review on this dunk, a lot of things are very similar to the Dunk Wheat I had just reviewed. Obviously, they're both Nike SB Dunks. They're basically the same shoe, just made out of different material on certain parts of the shoe. Mostly everything feels the same. They feel pretty thick. They do lack a little bit of board feel, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but just like the Dunk Wheat, this does feel like a shoe that has to be broken into to get its full amount of potential. I will admit some of the wear is quite vigorous. You know, I've only skated it twice, and you know, I don't do as many ollies, kickflips, and street skateboarding like that as I used to. So it's not like I was just out there doing ollies and kickflips just all day. I was doing all types of skateboarding. So that is slightly concerning, but it could just, you know, the visuals might be bad, but as long as the shoe holds up for a couple months, it should be all good. You know, skaters who actually skate these type of shoes, you know, you can't really worry about the shoe tearing and trying to hold its value because it's a collab Nike Dunk shoe. It's skateboarding. Skateboarding gets messy. One more thing I will say is that for some reason, my right pinky toe was starting to hurt a little bit. It felt like it was getting squished in the shoe. Like I mentioned before, the shoe feels very tough. It's built like a tank. You know, your feet feel very protective. And with that, there is a potential for the material to be a little bit too rough on your feet. Now, this only happened with my right toe for some reason. Perhaps it's because with my left foot, I'm, you know, kicking it, doing ollies and kickflips, and it broke the shoe in a little bit. But my right pinky toe was hurting just a little bit. Now, are these shoes worth buying? I think retail, they were going for about $125 or $135. As many of you know already, these aren't really easy to get. Most skate shops, you know, they did a raffle for people to win these shoes. Fortunately, I was able to win a raffle at my local skate shop here at Delhi Skate Shop, and I was able to get these for retail, and it still cost me about, you know, over $100, like $150 with tax and everything. So performance wise, you know, are they worth the money? So it really depends, right? With the Nike shoe like this, with the Tightbooth collab, with all the details, with the reflective material, the reflective tongue, the little orange tag right there, a lot of what you're paying for is for aesthetics. I would say if you only care about performance when it comes to skate shoes, there definitely are shoes out there that you can get for $50, $60 that will probably work just as well. Now, a big factor in skateboarding is hype. Motivation and just hype is a huge part of skateboarding. You're trying to do a trick that's extremely dangerous where you could potentially break a bone, seriously injure yourself, and you have to find a dumb reason for you to actually believe in, for you to fully attempt and commit to trying this trick and to try to actually land it. Although the Nike Dunk itself may not be worth twice as much as other shoes out there, if there is some type of hype and there's some type of influence and motivation behind that shoe, that itself could be worth the money. I mean, nowadays with inflation and Joe Biden, I don't freaking know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. $100 for a shoe is not that unreasonable nowadays. I mean, everything is so expensive. So to purchase a really cool, high quality shoe for $100 is not a bad idea. But I will say a lot of these Nike Dunks that are releasing, especially the collabs, more of the high-end Dunks, they do provide a little bit more quality than the average skate shoe. For example, the cushioning on the heel, all the little details on the shoe, and I would just say overall the material is just very solid. It's strong. And they always give you a little bit of cushioning on the tongue as well. Also, the sole seems very high quality. Nike, it seems like they know what they're doing when it comes to making their shoe. So the Nike Dunks, they're definitely good shoes. But if you're just comparing them, if you're only taking into consideration of performance, you know, you can definitely find other shoes out there under $100 that will probably perform just as well. Thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. Please do like and subscribe, and leave any comments down below about what you think of the shoe, and I will see you guys next time.